Hello people, welcome back to my YouTube channel StudyTube India for Commerce and Management. In this lesson, we will be studying the concept of automation under the production and operations management. So the word automation is derived from Greek word auto, that is self, and matos, that is moving. Therefore, automation is the mechanism for systems that move by itself, that moves automatically. Let us see the definition of automation. So, it has been defined as a set of technologies that result in operations of machines and systems without significant human intervention and achieves performance superior to manual operations. So the objectives or the functions of automation is basically to reduce human intervention in operations and production and achieve better performance as compared to manual operations. So a system that is able to control a process with minimal human assistance or without manual or have the ability to initiate, adjust, action show or measure the variables in the process and stop the process in order to obtain the result output is referred to as automation control system. ठीक है? The main function of control systems is to ensure that output follows the set points. Right? So that is automation control systems. Let us see what are the objectives of automation control system. So the main objective of automation control system used in any industry are increase in productivity. So as we all know that productivity is one of the major concern of the underdeveloped or developing nations. So increasing the productivity level is one of the objectives of automation. That is कम से कम इनपुट में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा ऑप्टिमम आउटपुट निकालना optimum production karna refers to productivity. So automation se we can increase our productivity. Then next is improve quality of the product. So with the use of automation control system, the quality of the product needs to be improved as compared to the manual systems. Since manual systems or manual operations are prone to error and mistakes, therefore by using automation control system one can improve the quality of the product. And last is that is the third objective is to control production cost. So these are certain objectives of automation control system. Now let us see what are the different types of automation control systems. So there are three types of control systems. First being the pneumatic control system, which is a system that uses compressed air to produce power or energy to perform any task. So these are found in many industries such as food industry, petrochemical industry, and industry that involves robotics. Pneumatic systems can be controlled manually as well as automatically. So pneumatic control system is equal to compressed air to produce power. Then next control system we have hydraulic control system that uses, as the name suggests, it uses fluid to generate power or energy. So these systems are used in automobile industry such as power systems, braking systems, cranes, car jack, satellite and others. So the fluid used here is oil, and even hydraulic control system can be used both uh, manually or automatically. Then another type of control system is electrical control system. So it is a physical interconnection of devices that influence behavior of other devices or systems. So example of which can be a simple electronic system which is made up of input, process and an output. You can take your personal computers as well. So these are electrical control systems. Okay, they work or they operate on electrical source, right? So again, I will repeat it for you again. Pneumatic works on air, or rather compressed air sources for producing energy, or sorry, for producing power. Then hydraulic uses fluids. So fluid is oil basically, and electrical uses electrical energy as a source for operation. So these are certain types of automation control systems. Then we have next, that is types of automation systems. So automation systems can be categorized based on the flexibility and level of integration in manufacturing process operations. So the first would be fixed automation. So it is used in high volume production with dedicated equipment which has a fixed set of operations and designed to be efficient for this set. So continuous flow, discrete mass production systems use this particular type of automation. For example, distillation process, conveyors, paint shops, transfer lines, all of these use fixed automation. So the process using mechanized machinery to perform fixed and repetitive operations in order to produce a high volume of similar parts. So यहाँ पे fixed ऑपरेशंस रहते हैं, रेपिटेटिव नेचर के रहते हैं एंड हाई वॉल्यूम ऑफ सिमिलर पार्ट्स हमको प्रोड्यूस करने होते हैं. देयर वी यूज फिक्स्ड ऑटोमेशन. क्लियर? So this control system is designed to perform a specific task, and so one of the demerit of fixed automation is it can be complicated if we want to do other tasks apart from the existing task. So that is only one drawback of fixed automation. Then next type of automation system is programmable automation. So it is used for changeable sequence of operations and configuration of machines using electronic controls. So this is typically used in batch process where job variety is low and product volume is medium to high, and sometimes also in mass production. For example, in production of steel rolling mills, paper mills, वहाँ पे programmable automation use किया जाता है. So these particular automation systems, that is programmable automation, is also referred to as flexible automation, since the function of control circuit programmed by the user can be modified, unlike the fixed automation. And the next type of automation system is flexible automation, also referred to as flexible manufacturing systems, FMS, which is invariably computer controlled. Human operators give high level commands in the form of codes entered into the computer, identifying the product and its location in the sequence, and the lower level changes are done automatically. So that is referred to as flexible automation. Each production machine receives settings or instructions from the computer. Uh, these automatically loads or unloads the required tools and carries out their processing instructions. So after processing, products are automatically transferred to the next machine. So it is typically used in the job shops and batch processes where product varieties are high and job volumes are medium to low. Then another type of automation system is integrated automation system, which denotes complete automation of a manufacturing plant with all the processes functioning under computer control and under coordination through digital information processing. So it includes technologies such as computer aided design, that is CAD and manufacturing, CAD and process planning, computer numerical control, machine tools, flexible machine systems, automated storage and retrieval systems, automated cranes and conveyors, computerized scheduling and production control. So it may also integrate a business system through common database. In very simple terms, it symbolizes full integration of a business system through um, of process and management operations using information and communication technologies. So these are different types of automation systems under production and operations management. So let us see few merits and demerits of automation. So, merits of automation in industry would be: first is replacing human operators in tasks that involve hard physical work. Then replacing human operators in tasks in dangerous working environments like fire, space, volcanoes, mines, underwaters, nuclear facilities. So we can replace machinery, we can replace human operators with the machinery in the dangerous working conditions or hazardous working conditions. Then another merit would be performing tasks beyond human capabilities and economic improvement, that is by increasing the productivity level as well as by elimination of waste through automation. And it also reduces operation time and work handling time significantly. So these are certain merits for automation. Then let us see certain demerits of automation. So first is unemployment rate increases due to machines replacing humans and putting those humans out of their jobs. Then technical limitations. Current technology is unable to automate all the desired tasks. So most of them are semi-automated. Then an automated system may have limited level of intelligence, hence it is more likely susceptible to commit error, and it is prone to vulnerabilities and unpredictable development costs. So the research and development cost of automating a process may exceed the cost saved by the automation itself. So that is one of the constraint under automation. And the automation of a new product or plant requires a huge initial investment in comparison with the unit cost of the product. Although the cost of the automation is spread in many product batches, but high initial cost is a demerit of automation. So yes, people, these this was the concept of automation, industrial automation. I hope you've understood this concept. If you have any doubts or queries regarding this lesson, please let me know in the comment section below, or you can also let me know during the live classes. I will be more than happy to help you with it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next class. Until then, take care and happy learning.